Well, everyone, it's Friday, August the 29th, 2025. I am Doug. It is time to play some Wordle. Being Friday, it's what we like to call here Fearless Friday. So we do a couple things here. We turn on hard mode for Fearless Friday. No eval words allowed, even if I want them. And then the other thing we do is we try to use a suboptimal starting word. And today, we're going to go with Lisa, who writes in, I feel like you should do Taza as a starting word for a Fearless Friday episode, especially since it probably hasn't been a Wordle answer yet. That'd be a good, difficult starting word. Well, Lisa, I love that idea. I love going for things that are likely not previous solves, and that makes for a fantastic Fearless Friday. So let's see what we get here with Taza. All right. Oh, not bad. You know, I'm happy with this. We get a T and an A out of position, and the bonus information of knowing there will only be one A in this solve. So, all things considered, a pretty good way to start Fearless Friday. Now, we know that the A has to be in the first, third, or fourth spot. I love putting vowels in the middle. So, let's visualize the A here. Let's see. What about the T in the fourth spot? Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe the T in the second spot. That gives me a few other possibilities. Stand, for example, just out of in no particular order. So this, I like this because I'm taking some very common consonants and adding them to the fray. If we have one A in position in the middle, it's possibly the only vowel. So this kind of guess makes sense to me. So let's see if we can take a stand here. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word stand? No, it's not. But look at that. We do have that A in position. So I'm pretty happy about that. I'm pretty happy about that. You know, I've got another idea. We can try the letter T. Well, we're going to try the letter T at the end. But we know that if the T is not at the end, it has to be in the fourth spot. So we're effectively guaranteeing that intelligence on where the T is. How about the word react? Again, we know we're going to guarantee to get the answer on the T if it's not react. And again, R, E, and C, some pretty quality letters to wrap around it. So I think we're going in the right direction with this. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word react? No, it's not. But look at that. Continue to move forward here with an R now out of position. And of course, that T is in fact in position at the end. Now, here's what I immediately realize. If I put the R in the second spot, I don't know what to put in the fourth spot. It doesn't make any sense. So I feel like I have to go ART at the end and work my way backwards from there. And let's see here. The S is gone, so smart doesn't work. Smart, start, obviously the T can't be in the second spot. I feel like I'm still in the right place here. Let's see here. What would be a possibility if not an S to begin this word, right? We can't have another A. I don't feel like we are likely to have one of the remaining vowels in the beginning. But you know what's interesting here? Oh my goodness gracious. You know what immediately shows up here? And it's another one of these things where it's like, I'll show you. Whoops. Oh, goodness. Why did I hit the wrong button? No, I want to print. We're not trying to print. All right. We weren't trying to print this puzzle. All right. Quart immediately comes to mind. Now, here's the good part about Quart. If it's not Quart, we know exactly where the R lives. So again, we're guaranteed to get that little baby step forward here. And again, I think that there's a good case for, I don't think it's going to be a Y, but a UI or O involved. This actually looks better the more you look at it. It's like, what we were looking at the other day. I think I like this. Let's go for it. Is the answer to today's puzzle the word quart? No, it's not. Oh, but look at that. Oh, wait a minute. Circumstances have changed. So it's in the second spot. Look at that. Okay. So that changes things a bit. The U is now ruled out. So A, E, and U ruled out. There could be an I, there could be an O, but I don't think that's necessarily a given now. I was about to say craft, but we tested the C. Draft, but we tested the D. Graft is potentially on the menu. Now, here's what makes me feel a little bit good about this. Focusing on that fourth letter, right? We're not going to have another R there. We're not going to have another T there. So there's a significant limit to what can be in the fourth spot, right? So again, graft and is again a possibility here. The more I look at that, graft looks very good. Again, I don't see another possibility for the fourth spot. I think you have to go with graft here. Oops. And again, testing the G and the F, taking them off the board, I don't know what you'd have left on your final guess to work with here, right? So there's that. So I think that we have to go with graft here, and I actually do feel somewhat good about this. So we're going to go ahead with this and find out, is the answer to today's puzzle the word graft? Yes, it is. All right. Graft it is. I mean, I'm not going to lie. That was a little bit of a nail biter there. But we got there. Graft in 5. All right. Good stuff. Thank you, Lisa, for that suggestion. I appreciate you. All right. Tomorrow is Saturday. And we're not going to pause the proceedings here. We're going to keep going, but we're going to start with the word pause. So there you go. All right. As always, folks, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Wordle.